right? What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Are you ready?
We the best. It's time.
Welcome back to another Tuesday night. Today is Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. We are in for Tech Q&A, where you have questions. I try to have answers, but if I don't have answers, maybe the Tech Coach Ralph clone will have answers, because the clone will be co-hosting for part of the night with me, answering some of the questions. So we'll see how that goes. First time tried. We'll see how it goes. Can we handle a co-host tonight? We'll see. Yakar says, about time people show up. It's hard out here, Yakar. It's hard out here. Let me just say good evening to all my friends. Yakar says Tech Pookie's in the building. Mr. King Tech Pookie himself. And we got Alexis G in the building. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you as well. We have a show in store for us tonight. We're going to get into some amazing topics. But first, you know how we like to do. We like to start off with our agenda, take care of some housekeeping, get some things out of the way. So let's jump into that and let's get out of the way so we can go and have some fun tonight. So let's jump into it. First and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to all of the new subscribers, the old subscribers, those who are very active, those who watch from the clouds but still support us nonetheless. You guys are absolutely amazing, and
I appreciate you.
I sure do. And I wanted to say a big shout out to all the tech savages out there. That's the tech barbarians who put in that hard work day in and day out. They know that there are no days off. Shout out to the tech prodigy, the technical explorers. Shout out to the tech mercenaries. That's the YouTube members supporting the YouTube channel. And we can never forget the bag chasers. Always the bag chasers.
Money.
And of course, we cannot neglect the newest sect of the tech savages, our one and only, headed up by the one and only himself, Yakar, our tech pookies. We'll never forget them. We will never forget our tech pookies, all right? So, with that being said, if you haven't done so already, do me a big favor. Click on that little subscribe button right there. Get it out the way early. Click on the like button as well so that we can share this amazing message that we put in, week out, day in and day out. You know, we just work here. All I'm saying is we just work. We don't look at anything else. We just put in the work and then we reap the benefits whenever they come, all right? And let's go with this as well. If you haven't done so yet, go over to techcoachralph.dev, sign up for free. You can get access to the sprint reviews that we'll be uploading on every 2 weeks. We will be uploading a sprint review from our last sprint review. So this coming Sunday-ish, Monday, I should be uploading the one that we just did this past Sunday so that you can see all the things that we're working on. And yesterday I dropped a video on how to properly prepare for certifications. Very important. I think that a lot of people, they just jump into these certifications and then they might get it, they might pass, they might not. They waste a lot of money in the process. How about we have an efficient game plan? So I dropped a video on that. And if you want to get one-on-one coaching, work with me one-on-one. Ask Alexis G how that is. You can sign up to become a tech barbarian, and we will work together, and we will run it up together because we don't miss.
Hey.
All right. So that is techcoachralph.dev, exclusive content, one-on-one coaching, stuff you will not see on YouTube. All right. All right. Let's jump into our housekeeping. Let's talk about our live show schedules, right? Our live show schedule. Sunday afternoons, we are working on software explorations. We are going deep into the world of DevOps. We're learning a lot. We've been going through so many different Docker commands this past 2 weeks. Looking forward into getting into microservices as well as some other Docker commands. We're learning a lot. Tuesday nights, we have Q&A. Tonight, Q&A, where you have questions. I have answers. Maybe the Tech Coach Ralph clone has answers for you as well. Who knows? You know, if you call in, or if you have a question in chat, you can say, do you want me to answer? Do you want the clone to answer it? You let me know, right? And if I disagree with the clone, I will let the clone know that I wholeheartedly disagree. All right? I'm just saying. All right. So Thursday nights, we have more software explorations. We are going to get back into our Jenkins this coming Thursday. We had to take a detour last week so we can actually build out our clone. But we're going back into Jenkins this week so that we can continue learning how it works, getting our playwright test to run in there. We ran into like some permission issues last time, so we're gonna figure it out. We will figure it out, right? And then we have our morning shows, Mondays and Wednesdays. We start between 7:30 and 7:45. We figure it out in the morning. But Coffee and Kata, news and mobile development. I think tomorrow. So we got the app. We got the updated app inside of the Google Play Store, so we are in compliance with Google. I think tomorrow morning we're going to be looking into adding some of those features that your car suggested to the app. So we're gonna figure all that out, right? And then we have my favorite show of the week. It is the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate.
How dare you?
That is our weekly economic numbers review. We review like the job data. We review like the consumer price index, the producer price index for manufacturing and non-manufacturing. We review the Fed chair remarks. So many different things that we review, right? Because we are trying. I had a poll question on Sunday. Would you rather be gaslit or brainwashed? And I'm noticing that as we review these economic numbers, there's a lot of gaslighting going on, but now I'm starting to wonder, is it better to be brainwashed or just be driven crazy about all the gaslighting that's happening? I don't know yet. I don't know, but we'll find out. All right? So, but that is Saturday mornings. Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate show, our weekly economic reviews. We're going to have some great content this coming Saturday. Hopefully we won't go as long as we did this past weekend, but hey, the work is the work, right? The work is the work. And that show is co-hosted from the chat by our good friend Yakar and Mitch. Yes, Mr. Catch These Hands, Mitch himself. The one and only. The one and only. All right. So that is our live show schedule. Can you beat that? Can you beat that? Can you beat that? But wait, there's more. We got pre-recorded content as well. So Mondays we have candid conversations, right? So yesterday we spoke about why it is so important to be properly prepared in anything you take on, right? From a very, 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 very early age, you have to be prepared. Let's not fail the generation coming behind us. Go ahead and check it out. Very good conversation. Let me know your thoughts. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Who knows, right? Let me know, right? Wednesdays, we have software explorations, concept and overviews. I just scheduled the premiere for tomorrow. We're going to be talking about, should you become a DevOps engineer? Is DevOps engineer right for you? And we even talk about what are the potential salaries that a DevOps engineer makes as well. Because
Money.
at the end of the day, it all comes down to the money. Is it going to take care of us for our lifestyle? We'll find out. We'll find out. And then we have on Fridays, the Bug Bite. This coming Friday, we're going to be talking about this Social Security numbers leak. I heard it was like 3 billion. Yes, I said 3 billion. social security numbers leaked by some company that was aggregating background check information. Crazy stuff. But that's going to be on Friday, right? And then throughout the weeks, we have shorts. I'm going to release a short, right? I promise I'm going to release a short, but we have shorts as well as clips from the Q&A show. And I'm trying to get some additional clips out. Today, I was able to release a clip from last Thursday's show where we actually built out the chatbot, or not the chatbot, but the clone. And we had a conversation with it, which we're going to be using tonight as well, right? So that is our pre-recorded content. Whew, that was a lot. And with all that information being shared, if you haven't done so already, you gotta like the video at this point. Share it with a friend who might be looking to get in tech, or share it with somebody who's not looking to get in tech, right? Share it with the person who doesn't think that they're gonna actually like coding and automation. I might change their mind. I'm telling you, I guarantee I will change their mind. They might like, I don't think I like this whole coding thing. I'm gonna change your mind. I'm gonna change your mind. All right. So share the video, subscribe to the channel, help us grow. Tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your parents to subscribe to the channel as well. Help us grow, help us get the message out. And of course, check out the Patreon, techcoachralph.dev. You can sign up for free, get some free content, as well as there is tiered content as well if you want to level up even more than you're leveling up on YouTube. So much content on YouTube, but there's more. There is more. So check out techcoachralph.dev. All right. So with that being said, that is our announcements for today. Let me check the chat before we get into our questions. All right. So what do we got? All right. Let me see. Let's stop the show. We got the one and only Mr. Catch These Hands. Mitch in the building. He says, take off the blazer. Take off the blazer. Loosen up the tie. Superman is alive. Jersey Shore's ambassador in the building. Emma says, I saw a video of you getting beat up. If I was there, I would have got up from the bleachers and that dude would have caught these hands. That's what I'm talking about. See, Mitch always has my, if Mitch isn't the one beating me up, he has my back. See, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mitch. I truly appreciate you. Let's see. All right. I think we're good. I think we are good to go with these questions. So I will decide depending on the type of question it is, I'll see if I'll answer it, or if I'll give the chatbot an opportunity to answer it, and then I'll add in additional details. Or if I disagree, I'll let you know that I disagree. All right. But we're gonna have some fun. And this is how the screen for the chatbot is gonna look. All right. Or keep on calling chatbot for the AI clone, right? It's gonna be me here, Mr. Chatbot or Mr. AI clone here, Tech Coach Ralph clone right there. Right. So we'll figure it out. First time doing this. Let's hope for the best. But for now, I'm gonna go to full screen. All right. So Mitch says, definitely do. Anybody outside can't mess with you. That's what I'm talking about. See, the support is real. See, only I can catch those hands. I mean, no, the other way. Whatever. You know what I mean. You know what? Come on, give me a break. All right. So there was something I did. See, let me check something real quick. Make sure that we have our answers right. It was okay. All right, we got it. We're good. Okay. You hear of a data analytics tester? I haven't heard of that myself, but I wouldn't be surprised that it exists, Yeah, I mean, can you share some more details about that? I haven't heard of that particular role, but I mean, there should be testing in pretty much most aspects. So I don't know. I haven't heard of that in particular though. So let's get to, well, you know what, Mitch? Let's ask the chatbot. Let's keep on calling it a chatbot. Let's ask the clone. All right. This is going to be the first question for the clone. So let's go here. So let's pull up Mitch's message. And we're going to phone in the chatbot. I keep on calling it chatbot. Let's phone in the clone. I'm Tech Coach Ralph. How can I help? Hi, Tech Coach Ralph. My friend Mitch wants to know, we spoke about Mitch the other day. He wants to know, have you heard of a data analytics tester role? I haven't heard about it personally, but I was wondering if you have heard of it. Sorry, I'm not sure about that one. How's your Flask project coming along? Any new features you're working on? That's not what I want to talk about right now. I want to ask, have you ever heard of the role of data analytics tester? That's what I want to know. Yes, I have heard of the role of a data analytics tester. This role focuses on ensuring the quality and accuracy of data analytics processes and tools. It involves validating data, testing algorithms, and ensuring data integrity. What specific aspect of data analytics testing are you curious about? I'm not too sure. What is the day to day like for a data analytics tester? A data analytics tester typically spends their day validating data, testing algorithms, ensuring data integrity, and collaborating with data scientists and engineers. They often work on automating data validation processes, performing regular audits, and ensuring data accuracy and completeness. What interests you most about this role? How much do they make? Because, at the end of the day, it comes down to the money, and does it pay well? Salaries for data analytics testers can vary widely based on experience, location, and industry. Generally, they can expect to make between $60,000 to $100,000 annually. This role is crucial for ensuring data integrity and accuracy, which justifies the competitive pay. What aspect of the role interests you most? Well, it was the pay until you told me it starts off at 60. I'm like, that's not enough for me. That is not enough for me. No feedback? I get it. I understand, but consider the long-term growth. Starting at 60,000 might seem low, but with experience and skills, salaries can rise significantly. Evaluate the overall benefits and growth opportunities. What's your next move in your career journey? That's a good point. That is a good point. I didn't think about it that way. Well, Mr. Tech Coach Ralph Clone, I appreciate your time, and I'll call you back in a few. Thank you. You're welcome. Take care and feel free to reach out anytime. There you have it, Mitch. That is the data analytics tester role according to the Tech Coach Ralph Clone. So we got that one out of the way. All right. So let's get into a question. Let me see. So as we do this, I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock for the questions, and then we shall see if we need to if we need to employ the help of the clone, because some questions I want to turn over to the clone to the clone, and we will go from there. All right, let's see. So and as well, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat as well if you want to call in. The link is also pinned to the top of the. It's also pinned to the top of the chat, right? So let's go here. Drop that in the chat. Let's see. Did it drop? I don't know. Did it drop? Let's see. I don't know if it dropped. Let me see. There it goes. All right, cool. So the link is in the chat, or should be in the chat, hopefully. If not, it is pinned to the top of the chat as well. All right. So let's get to this. Our first question of the night. Am I choosing the wrong one? Let me see. Ah, that's why. Okay, let me do that one more time. There we go. All right, so you should get the link soon in case anybody wants to call in. I can and I will says hi. Hey, I can and I will. How are you doing tonight? If you have a question, please drop it in the chat or click the link to call in. But we're going to get to our first question. We're going to get to our first question of the night. Let's do it.
Another one.
This one says that I'm miserable in corporate America. So let's read the question and then we will see what we come up with. All right. So let's see. All right. So let's get to it. So miserable in corporate America, need advice. I'm 32 years old and I've been working in marketing for the past 8 years. I'm pretty unhappy. The work is unfulfilling and I'm burnt out by corporate politics, tickets, and admin tasks. Despite this, I have $130K in savings and I'm fortunate enough to work remote. I guess what I'm looking for is a fresh perspective from an outsider. Either I really need to make a change or I'm just not being appreciative of what I do have compared to some other people. If it's the former, what are my options? I'm 32, live in a big city, great physical shape, love the outdoors, charismatic, college degree in marketing. Any advice would be great. So you know what? we're gonna get the AI clone to answer this. All right, we're gonna get the AI clone to answer this. So let's do a new call.
Hi, I'm Tech Coach Ralph. How can I help?
Hi, Tech Coach Ralph. So I have this person who has a marketing degree, but they hate it in corporate America. They're wondering if you have any advice for them of what they should do if they hate their job in corporate America.
If they hate corporate America, they should consider transitioning into tech. They can leverage their marketing skills in roles like digital marketing or product management in tech companies. Upskilling through courses or boot camps can also help. What specific skills or interests do they have?
Well, they said that they're in great physical shape. They love outdoors. They're charismatic and they have a college degree in marketing. Do you have any advice for somebody like that?
Given their love for the outdoors and charisma, they might thrive in roles like event planning or outdoor adventure guiding. They could also explore marketing roles in outdoor or fitness companies. Leveraging their marketing degree in a field they're passionate about could be a great move. What do you think about these options?
I think they'll sound great. Thank you. I'll let them know. Bye.
You're welcome. Best of luck to them. Take care.
All right. So that's what my clone thinks. Let me put up 5 minutes on the clock. All right. So what happens if a person they're miserable in corporate America? They've been working at it for 8 years. They're 32 years old. What do? Corporate politics. Well, here's the thing, right? Good for you that you have $130,000. Hopefully you don't mean like in a savings account, but you mean more in like investments and stuff like that. But that's not the question we're talking about. You work remote. I would say this, right? Whatever you do, do not, unless you want to start dipping into those savings, but don't quit your job if you're looking for another job. Wait till you have something else lined up and start looking at, is it that you hate marketing or do you hate the company that you're currently at, or do you hate corporate America as a whole? Because based on that answer, you have some options. So you could, in terms, start your own marketing firm, and then you have to, build up your clientele. You're going to be working probably a lot harder than you are working now, and you'll probably be burnt out by the amount of work that you have to do building up your business. It won't be the same type of burnout as corporate America, but you're just going to have to figure it out on your own. If it's that you hate the company that you're at, then you can look for another company because you have a lot of experience. I'm not sure how much you're making, but you have a lot of experience after 8 years that you could be able to offer your services to another company. If you don't like marketing, then you could probably switch. You can probably transition to another role. You're only 32 years old. So and you have 8 years of experience. You can leverage, like the clone said, you can leverage that experience in marketing to go to other fields in tech. You know, there is like product management and product ownership. There might be, I don't know if project management would be something for marketing, but definitely like, you know, product ownership. There's the Scrum Master. If you want to get even more into tech, there is, you know, QA, there's software engineering, there's DevOps like we've been talking about. It just depends on the role that you're trying to fulfill. So I don't want you to think about it being as unhappy. You should always be thinking about leveling up, right? I'm always thinking about leveling up. You know what I mean? So I don't think that, I think those are the things that you have to take into consideration, because it could be a variety of things, right? So you're looking for a fresh start, or you're looking for a fresh perspective. That's my perspective. You need to figure out what exactly the problem is, because there are people that they'll be at a company and they will be absolutely miserable, but then they go to another company and they're just fine. So so you got to figure out if it's the company that's causing you this hardship, or it's just that it's just like you don't have the I don't want to like use the word passion, but you just don't want to do marketing anymore. But now the question is, now that you have this college degree in marketing, what would you want to transition to? You know, and if you've been doing it for 8 years, you might be good at it. You know, you might be good at it. So, but your options are, you can do whatever you like. You can do whatever you like. There are no limits. There are no limits. You're still young. You know, you're still young. It's free to transition. So you got to think about it that way. You have to think about it that way. Anything else? I don't know. I don't think that most people who get frustrated in corporate America, it's to me, it's more on the company. Because like when I've gotten frustrated with a company and there was like the point of no return, like as much as you point out things that need to be fixed and adjusted and there's nothing that actually happens, you know, then it's like, all right, well, you know, maybe it's time to go in a different direction. So I would say before you just throw everything out, like go step by step. Like first, maybe look for another company, another role in another company, see how that goes. If you're still miserable, then you might have to say, okay, maybe it's corporate America. Maybe I have to create my own thing. Maybe you have to say, all right, well, if it's the marketing part that's bothering me, let me look for something, a different field, you know, something like that. And, you know, so different options on the table. There's nothing like, you just got to figure it out at the end of the day. But whatever you do not want to fumble the bag. That's the last thing you want to do. Your car. What's Friday? What do we have on Fridays? Your car. What do we have on Friday? No fumble Fridays. You know, so keep that in mind, but I think you will be fine at the end of the day. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to call the Tech Coach Ralph clone and he will be there to answer all of your questions. All right. With that being said, let's wrap that question up. All right. So now you guys let me know. Do you want me to answer these questions? Do you want the clone to answer these questions? That's the part, right? Let's see. Let's go to the chat real quick. If you haven't done so already, do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out techcoachralph.dev, sign up for free. All right. So your car had said we have the Zach Morris in the building. Zach Morris was the coolest guy from the 90s, I must say. And it says, the wheels turning slow. Yeah, you know, maybe it took him some time to start up the computer, you know, like he was going a little slow. I had to check him, like, what's wrong with you? Like, wake up. You know, let's see. And feel free to click the link to call in if you have a question. You can have a conversation. And Don, welcome in the building, Don. What did Don say? Don says, your voice sounds familiar. Think someone is using your voice as a customer service agent for State Farm. Wow. I don't know if I should be honored or offended. That's crazy. All right. And Don says the background color is on point. I was supposed to put it to rotate, but you know what? Since Don says he likes the background color, we're going to keep it just that way. All right. And your card says, I'm walking around the mall and people should really stop doing drugs. Just say no. All right. Just say no. And Mitch says, you don't want to become good at something you hate. You know how I feel about that, Mitch? That's how I feel about it. I want to become good at what makes money because I will never hate making money. Because I don't want to have to borrow your Lambo again. All right. I just want to get my own Lambo. I don't want to have to borrow yours. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You feel me, Mitch? You feel me? All right. And that's the worst feeling when you become good at something you hate. I hear you. And we got KG609 in the building. Welcome. KG says, I wonder if he feels stagnant, like he's stagnant. That's how I feel sometimes. Well, KG, why do you feel stagnant sometimes? Why? I don't think anybody should ever feel stagnant. I'm just going to say that, right? I don't think you should ever feel stagnant because if you feel stagnant at your job, you should continue learning to improve yourself so you can go somewhere else. I always wonder, like, why do people feel that they have to stay forever at a place? If you have reached your ceiling, if you have reached the ceiling, then be like LeBron James and take your talents to South Beach. Take your talents to South Beach. I'm just saying. So don't let that hold you back, KG. Don't let that hold you back. And Mitch says that clone. Whoa, Mitch. What in the world? Come on, Mitch. What did the clone do to you? Actually, never mind. I take that back. Okay, I get it. It's fair. I got you. It's fair. It is fair. And because I'm good at taking out the trash doesn't mean I have to love it. That's a fair point, your car. That is a fair point. I like it, your car. I like it. Let's see. We got Cam Morris in the building. What's going on? It says, I have a question, but it's complicated. Can I call? And why? Certainly, you can hit the link and call in, and I will be glad to have a conversation with you and try to answer your question to the best of my ability. You know what? Hold on. Let me turn the link. My bad. I almost forgot. I have to turn the link on. So the link is turned on. So feel free to click it and call in. There we go. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this. Let me go like this. And Cam Morris. Call back in. I was about to answer. All right, there we go. Let me see. Let me see if I can add. How do I answer this thing? Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, let me see. Go back over here. Cool. What's up?
All right. How you doing, first of all?
Good. How about you? Nice to meet you.
I'm good. Pleasure to meet you as well. So I'm actually a software engineer right now. I've been a software engineer for the past almost 3 months.
Oh, nice.
And,
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I recently graduated college not too long ago. Got a job, but I'm struggling right now.
What are you struggling with?
Like, because I had multiple internships before I graduated, and I did like a software internship. I did a project management internship. I did like an IT internship. And then the software one was like, I got paid the most. That's why I was like, all right, I need to be a software engineer because they paid me. So I chose software engineering because I got the job. So now I'm doing like Angular on the front end. And sometimes I'm basically like a full stack engineer. And man, I'm struggling, dude. It's just been like 3 months. I'm gonna die, and I'm like, please don't assign me a task I can't accomplish in 2 weeks because it's gonna be a problem. But like what I excel at is the networking. I've always been good with people, so I get along with my managers, so they're not sweating me. How certain people they would sweat because I have a good relationship with them. But I know in my heart of hearts, I'm like, maybe this isn't for me because I'm just like struggling with simple things I feel like I should know by now.
So what are you struggling with in particular?
So like they're building this whole application, and then like I get the UX UI design. They're like, all right, add these bonus, add these components to it for the buttons. Then like I can build the buttons, then they're like, hey, connect them. I'm like, oh crap. And then I had to like try to connect them, and there's all these different things going on. I'm like, bro, I have no idea what's going on. And those other people I started with, they're picking it up quick, and I'm just like, oh man, it's not looking good for me.
So the other people that you started with, how much experience did they have as a software engineer before they started?
Like same thing, we all got out of college, but they're
Okay.
more, how do I say this? They're diehards. Like they work on the
Gotcha.
weekends. But like I don't love this, man. I did it for the money. Like I'm gonna be real with you. I did it for the money. I got in for the money. I used my networking skills and person skills and just connected and just kept connecting with many people. And I had a good resume, I feel. But now that I'm in, I'm like, ah, bro, it's not looking good for me. And
So,
I guess,
so,
yeah.
so similar to what I was saying. So you said you don't love it, but you did it for the money. How much do you love the money?
I love the money.
All right. So
I love
if
the
you
money.
love the money, you don't want to lose a job, right?
No, I do not.
All right. So here's the question. Like, so what are your work hours?
I go into the office about like 7:30 and I leave at like 3:30.
All right, cool. Well, that's pretty good. So how much time do you put outside of work to like enhance your skills, get a little bit better, like work on your own projects?
Maybe about not as much as I should, but probably like on Saturdays when I'm free, I'll do like an extra 2 hours of just Udemy, just doing some Udemy courses on like a Saturday. But no, not that much.
Have you built your own like application or something like that?
Not in Angular. I built like small application using Python, using React, but not I never had anything through this scale. Like it's just so many folders, it's so thousands of lines of code. It's just like, whoa, this is intense.
It
It's like
is. I
hard for me
know
to
it.
I'm just like,
I'm,
dude, what's going on
I'm
right
happy
now?
you're saying that because a lot of people think like, oh, I'm just gonna go to like. You see, you actually went to college and you're seeing how intense it is, right? But imagine
Yeah.
somebody just go, I'm gonna go to like a 6-month boot camp and then I'm gonna become a React or Angular developer and stuff like that, a full stack developer, and it's a lot, right? So,
Crazy thing, I did both.
mm,
Because I felt I wasn't learning anything in college. So I saved and spent the 12 grand over the summer, did a boot camp. That's how I got my first internship, was because the
gotcha.
boot camp literally taught me how to do React and Java. And my first internship, I mean Java, React, and Python. My first internship was Python and SQL. And I literally just learned that in the boot camp. So it helped me like go right into it. And maybe I don't know why that one felt more easier because I was able to do that. Maybe because it was fresh in my mind and this is something totally different. That one felt like I did a good job, high remarks and stuff like this. But now I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
So I would say this, right? I would say that. So before what like outside of work, what interests you?
Oh, I do a lot of YouTube and traveling. So I got like 4 channels.
Oh, okay, okay.
I actually have a tech channel as well, but I'm very like a lot of the people I went to school with, they would come to me for resume help, how to interview. I was always a good personal interview. Wasn't the best tech like coding it. Like you give me a leak code problem, it's like a 20% chance I'm gonna pass it, 80% I'm gonna fail it. But like that personal side, like I will always kill with the HR people. Like always, oh, they'll move me right up the board. But when I had to see Mr. Yang, it was over. Mr. Yang
So
or Deepak, it was over for me.
so I would say like you need to spend some more time developing your software engineering skills if it's paying you
Yeah.
well and that's what you want to like do to get paid, you know? So you want to spend some time, like 2 hours a week is not enough, right? Like you ever play any sports?
Yeah, I used to run track.
How many hours did you practice a week? Or how many hours did you practice before you actually get to a track meet?
2 hours in the morning, 2 hours after school,
How many days a week?
every day, Monday to Friday. We used to
All
run
right.
on Saturday and Sunday would be a rest day.
And how often did you have like your track meets?
Every Saturday.
So that means like during the week you had about 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening.
4 hours a day, basically.
So 4 hours a day. So like 20 hours a week that you're getting ready for a track meet that's like a few hours on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So you did all that preparation for those few hours that you can actually be in the meet. Like,
Yeah.
So, and how much did you get paid to run track?
None. It was just for high school.
Exactly, right. So, but now like you have a nice paying software engineering job. You're like, but I don't really like it, and I only like if I have time 2 hours on a Saturday, you know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean, and it's like something like during the work hours as well. I'm on like Udemy. I'm just practicing my components, try to go this thing, and one of my bosses, like one of the people on my team, he was like, "Hey, if you want to transfer to another team, to maybe like the IT or cyber or something, like we have no problem doing that because we do believe in you as a person." So I'm like,
Just
"Damn,
not in your
maybe I need
software engineering skill.
yeah. So I'm like, damn, maybe I should like start looking into like cyber. So I went down, like I went 2 floors down, made the left corner, went to the back, went to the cyber side. Hey, what's going on in here? Like, what you using?
I'll tell you this, right? Whatever you go to, right? Whatever you go to, if you don't put in the work for it, like people are going to move past you, and if you ever want to get like move up and stuff like that, get like senior levels and stuff like that. You said you've been in there for 3 months and you're thinking about jumping ship. I don't know how much the other roles pay, but I would definitely say writing code and stuff like that, it's something that's going to last with you forever. And the reason I was asking about like the things that interest you is build something that interests you. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to start like coming up with more ideas and stuff like that. And you're going to get a lot more familiar with all of the components. And because like that's what I do. Like when I'm learning something, I'm like, all right, what am I going to build that's going to be beneficial to me? And then, so that'll be my suggestion. But like the same way you used to practice for track, you need to like advance your skills, whether it's in cyber, whether it's in any other role in tech. You still need because I do mostly QA, but I am always like doing DevOps stuff. I'm always doing like software engineering stuff, infrastructure as code, so many different things. And especially like those things, those are the ones that pay a lot too,
Yeah, I think that's the thing, because I never loved it, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do this till I get some money, and then got into a couple positions, and I'm like, all right, let me try this out. But no, like my team's really great, man. They're patient with me, they're trying, they believe in me as a person. But it's, again, like you said, it is something like on the weekends when I open up the app, man, I'm just stressed out. I'm like, oh god. Dude, it's rough sometimes. It's like, man, dude, I hate this stuff right now. But again, it's just like a learning. It's because I don't know it, and that's like the most frustrating part.
The as you get to know it, the less frustrated you're gonna be. But the thing is, you're forcing yourself to work under pressure instead of putting some more time in during the week, so that you don't have that pressure of, I have 2 weeks during the sprint to finish this thing out. I don't know how to do it. My thing is, let me find out how to do it so that I don't have to work under the pressure of, am I going to get this done on time or not? Because people are depending on you.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah, no, that does, man. Hey, I appreciate you.
Awesome,
What
man,
city
I appreciate
you live
you.
in, by the way?
I live in South Florida.
Okay. What part?
Like Fort Lauderdale area.
Okay.
What about you?
Coral Springs.
Oh yeah, so we're neighbors. Yeah, pretty much we're neighbors.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you email. We're having a conference. I don't know if you ever heard about Black Men in Tech.
I heard about it. Yeah, send me the email. You have my email?
I'll send you an email. Let me write it. I'll send you an email right now, and we're really actually looking for speakers. So I think you'll be a good speaker. I don't know if you're interested. Right, cool. I'll send you the dates, and I'll shoot you an email as well.
Sounds good.
Appreciate you, bro.
Ralph at techcoachingwithralph.com. Should be also in the chat.
In the description?
And it should be in the description.
Okay, bet. I'll write it down. I'll shoot you email like tomorrow morning. You'll get an email from me.
Perfect. Appreciate it. All right. Good talking to you, Cam. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Have a good one. Peace.
And that was Cam in the chat calling in. Shout out to you. All right. Let's check out the let's check out the chat, see what's going on. All right. Let's see. Mitch said about, so I'm going to read this again. So your car had said, I'm good at taking out the trash. Doesn't mean I have to love it. And Mitch, of course, says that was trash. Try again, your car. I liked it, your car. I'm just going to say I liked it, your car. So whatever Mitch is saying, I liked it. All right. Let's see what else we got. Mitch says, you're using my likeness for views and laughs. Name, image, likeness. Mitch is like, I got an NIL deal. All right, let's see. So Mitch says, you will learn most software engineers don't know a lot. They Google a lot. That is 100% facts. But you also need to have great Googling skills as well. Like you need to, like, you see how when we're going through these things, we search a lot of different things, you know? Let's see. Mitch says, is that a startup? I don't know, Mitch. I should have went through the chat, but I was focused on the conversation. I'm sorry, Mitch. I am sorry. Let's see. Your car says to Cam, stick with it, fam. Tech Coach Ralph got you. Whip him into shape. I'm trying, your car. I'm trying. All right. Let's see. Don says, bug. How do you eat a whale? How do you eat a whale, everyone? One bite at a time. Has anybody eaten whale before? How does whale taste? It says 1 month boot camp, not 6. All right, we got you. Let's see. Your car said 12K. Whoa. Hey, it's a lot. Cause it says, Mitch says some of those are more. 12K actually low. That is also true. I knew someone who went to a boot camp who, they were paying like $1,000 a month. So it was like, the faster you finish the boot camp, that's when you stop paying. So they were paying $1,000 for a month. I was like, oh my God. You know, let's see. And Mitch says, just like I let my hands go off every day for those couple of seconds, I'ma use it on Ralph. Oh my, what?
They ain't believing us.
What's going on, Mitch? What's going on? It says, but honestly, 3 months is nothing. It usually takes at least 6 months to start feeling comfortable. That's true. And we got Alexis in the building. Says, there's always going to be a learning curve. That is a fact. Says no matter the role, you know, and that's what I'm always trying to do, especially with my Tech Barbarians, trying to shrink that learning curve so that once they actually go into that role, I tell you, I get them familiar with Git, with Docker, all that stuff, so that they can actually be. I try to make the work that they do with me a lot harder than it is going to be on their very first job. You can ask one of my Tech Barbarians who's been working an internship, like, I wish I did the kind of crazy stuff that we do at work that we do in our coaching group. You know, I'm like, don't worry, it will come, Grasshopper, it will come. Which is my son giving a consultation. I feel like a proud parent. See, Mitch, you did well, Mitch. You did well, and it is my pleasure, Cam. If you ever want to call back in, and now that you said you do YouTube, I will bring you on screen if you want to. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if you want to be on screen or not. But next time, if you want to be on, just let me know. I got you. And Alexis says, I'm going through it myself. I get you know what? Alexis and I had a heart to heart today. We had a heart to heart. Right, Alexis. We had a heart to heart today, right? You know. I'm here for my people. Mitch, not the people, but my people. You know, I'm always there for my people. And of course, Mitch says, you ever notice it's me and you don't agree? Jumps on your side quick. I never noticed that. Says, that's because you're a bully. You got your own emoji. Don't start this. He does have his own emoji. Your card. Drop the Mitch emoji in the chat. Everybody, those who are members, drop the Mitch emoji. It says, I don't know what happened. I don't know what people that is. I'm solo. You know, I'm just saying. All right. Anyways, let's get to our next question. That was a great call. Thank you so much, Cam, for calling in. I had a great time talking to you. Looking forward to talking to you some more. We are neighbors. Love it. All right. All right. Let's get to our next question of the night. But if you haven't done so yet, do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Go to techcoachrev.dev. Sign up for free. All right. Next question.
Another one.
Tips for aspiring manual testers. Okay. So it says, I've been learning theory, writing test cases, Jira, and SQL on my own for some time now. I'm eager to learn and improve constantly. What else should I learn besides this? My degree and work experience don't have anything to do with manual testing. No degree does. Could you give me some tips on getting noticed by the employers and hopefully working in this field in the near future? Why, certainly I can do that. That should have been a good question for the clone, but I'm going to take that one on myself. So let's start up our 5 minutes. Okay, so you've been learning theory, writing test cases, Jira, and SQL on your own, and you want some tips on becoming a manual tester. Well, I'm going to have to break it to you in a way that you're not really going to like. I would challenge you first to find a manual tester role, which is not very easy. I remember like when I first started the channel, I was looking like crazy because there were I came across so many people who said, I want to do manual testing. Manual testing is the way. And I was like, well, let's go find out if these manual testing roles exist. Let's go find out. And so then I searched high and low. I searched like under the bed. I went scuba diving looking for manual testing jobs. I took a flight. I even reached out to Mr. Elon Musk himself. I said, Mr. Elon Musk, is there a way that I can get into space to find out if there's any manual testing jobs over there? He politely never replied to me. Okay, I didn't really ask him. I'm just saying. I'm just being, a little bit hyperbolic, But I searched everywhere and I could not find a manual testing role, right? Especially entry level, because a lot of times they'll tell you that, go to manual testing, you'll make $100,000 a year. And I'm like, where does this exist? So then I would look for these manual testing roles and for entry level as well. And they would say, you know what? You need 3 to 5 years of experience. And I'm like, darn it. So I was like, well, what can you do? So this is what you can do, right? Here's what you can do. While you're learning your theory and writing test cases and, Jira and SQL and all that type of stuff, right? Doing all that type of stuff, you are going to need to go outside of just the apply and pray method. So many people, they apply for 1,000 jobs. Hopefully I'll get someone respond to me, and then they get 1,001 no responses. It's discouraging. Honestly, I know of one person who recently landed a manual testing role, and that was a year ago. And when I spoke to them today, they told me that they are actually learning to do automation. That their job said, okay, that was cute. We hired you. And guess what? They weren't even the first choice. The job was going to go with somebody with more experience, but that person with more experience ended up turning down the role. So they said, all right, we're going to give you a chance. And they have been a rock star, but that person marketed themselves like crazy. And that's why I always tell you guys, you got to market yourself. And you need to show what you know, because you have a little resume that has no experience on it. You have to show, and then you have to go, and you might be the second choice if somebody drops out, but you're going to have to learn automation, because their job told them, all right, it was cute that you were a manual tester, but now you're going to have to do automation. So now they're learning, JavaScript and Playwright or Cypress, one of those things, right? But everything leads to automation. So you can say, how about a remote role? How about a remote role for manual testing? How about that? So here's the thing with remote roles for manual testing. Have you ever, even for any type of testing, have you ever gone on on LinkedIn and you click one of those remote roles, and it says that there are over 100 applicants. Now, LinkedIn has updated that to say this is how many people clicked on the apply button, but still, how many people would you say finish the application if there's like 1,000? Let's say you have LinkedIn Premium. It says like there's 500 people who applied for this manual testing remote role, right? Doesn't that just break your heart? You know? So while you're learning that, I'm going to say this, right? Create your own internship. I created a video about this the other day. Create your own internship. Plug in with someone who is building it. Let's say this, right? Let's say this. My guy Cam, who just called in, has a YouTube channel. And my recommendation was find something that you are passionate about, something that interests you. Let's say, for your YouTube channels, why don't you build a website in Angular that has like an aggregate of all of your content and stuff like that. And now you, Mr. or Mrs. Manual Tester, you go and you reach out to Cam, says, hey, can I do the testing for your Angular application? And doing that testing for the Angular application, you are going to go do all the ins and outs of testing, work in a software development process, whether you're doing Kanban or Scrum or something like that. And then you're like, oh, you know what? I'm also going to write automation tests for this too. And now you are keeping Cam accountable to make sure that he's actually producing his application. And you are learning, testing in the process, building some experience instead of the same old, I'm just going to go to some random website. Like, you know how we've done automation in the past where we went to like Uber Eats and to DoorDash and to Amazon. We did some automation, but no, what I'm saying is join on a real application, find somebody to team up with, become a team player, work together so that you can build a real experience on a real application that's being built. See, I have all my tech barbarians working on real applications that we put in the atmosphere so that they can build some real experience, have something to talk about. One of my tech barbarians who got an internship over the summer, who ended up saying, they told her, you know, I want to extend this internship until you graduate in October, and then we want you to come on full time. And why was the job so intrigued by them and wanted to keep them instead of somebody else? Is because they had on their resume that they've been working with Docker, they've been working with Git, they've been working with automation, and the job was like, wow, that sounds really intriguing. Like we hope that we can move in that direction at some point. Let's bring you on early and let's see what we can do. All right. So that is my recommendation. If you stop at manual testing, then you might not get that far. Sorry to break your heart. Sorry, not sorry.
Bruh.
Because the last thing I want to say to you is,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
but on that note, we're going to wrap that question up. All right. So that was a good one. That was a great question. I think I did that. You know, all right. So in the chat, right? Who do you think would have answered that question better? Put in clone or put in TCR, right? Let me know who you think would have answered that question better, and we'll go from there, right? So let's go to the chat, see what the chat has to say. So let's see. Your car dropped the Mitch. Your car dropped the Mitch. Superman emojis. That's what I'm talking about. And Alexa says Ralph is a hard. He called me Delulu today. I mean, I had to reset some expectations, you know. But with those reset expectations, we are going straight to the moon, even if Elon Musk does not want to take us there. But we're going to get there one way or the other. Let's see. Mitch says Ralph loves manual testing. And Chris says, I want to manually stuff olives too instead of buying them already stuffed. No. I'm just saying. And you guys, Mitch says, Elon said you, Ralph. Don't call me again. He would never. We're like besties, all right? We're like besties, you know. At least me and his clone are besties. Maybe not him in particular, but you know. And it says spray and pray up applications, and it says. Remember network versus resume? That was my first guest appearance on the Tech Niche channel, Tech Niche Tips channel. That was fun. That was fun. I still think I won that against Trey. I'm just saying, I still think I won that against Trey. But you know, Trey's not here to defend himself. But next time we'll have a part. We'll have a part 2. And your car says TCR over the clone. All right. See, thank you, your car. Thank you, your car. And Cam says, great answer to that question, TCR. That's what I'm talking about. And we have Endless Learner in the building. Good evening. How are you doing today? Never stop learning. That's what we do here on this channel. We never, ever stop learning. We like learning so much. We even added the Saturday morning show with Mitch and Yakar, where we are reviewing the economic numbers so that we can have a good understanding of it ourselves. Let's see. And Mitch says, nah, it was 3 versus 1. But Mitch, I thought your hands are fast enough that is not even an obstacle for you. I heard you're good. All right. You can do it, Raji Center. You can do says that's where Superman was formed. Shout out to Superman as always. You gotta clap for this one.
Let's get it.
All right. Let's get to our next question. But before we do that, do me a big favor. If you haven't done so already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so you know every single time that we go live and drop new content. And check out techcoachralph.dev for free. You sign up over there, you can get access to our latest sprint review, seeing how I run the sprint reviews so that giving everybody an opportunity to share what they're learning. We do real work. Check it out for free. techcoachralph.dev. Sign up for free. All right, let's go to our next question of the night.
Another one.
My boss isn't paying me overtime. So my boss won't approve any overtime and instead expects us to work out time off compensation with him. Should I tell my recruiter, so you're a contractor? I'm a contractor and in the telecom industry, and this is my first job post-grad. I'm supposed to be paid hourly, but my job frequently requires that I stay late to complete tasks. I have no problem with that, but my boss never approves overtime and insists that we work out unwritten time off compensation. I don't want to pester my boss for every hour I worked over 8 hours. I just want to be paid for the work I do. The thing is, I'm not sure if my recruiter would actually be on my side. Oh my God. You know what? We are going to go. I want to find out what the clone thinks about this first, and then I will offer my thoughts. So let's go to the clone. And I'm going to call again.
Hi, I'm Tech Coach Ralph. How can I help?
Hey, Tech Coach, I have a question for you. So my boss does not want to pay me overtime. He tells me that I should work off like time off compensation, like come in late or something like that. But I work over 8 hours. I wanted to know, and I'm a contractor as well. What should I do?
If you're a contractor, your terms should be clear in your contract. If overtime isn't specified, discuss it with your boss. If they refuse, you might need to evaluate if this job aligns with your needs. Are you considering other opportunities in tech that might offer better terms?
I don't know, because this is my first job since graduating, and I don't know what to do. I'm a contractor. Should I reach out to my recruiter to tell them that, hey, I'm not really getting compensated for the overtime that I'm working,
Absolutely. Reach out to your recruiter. They need to know you aren't being compensated for your overtime. It's crucial to address these issues early on. If your contract doesn't specify overtime, you need clarity. Have you thought about looking for other opportunities that might offer better terms?
Being that this is my first job, I'm afraid of losing it. Do you think I'll get fired if I talk to the recruiter about it?
It's natural to feel that way, but addressing compensation issues early is crucial. Your recruiter is there to help you navigate these situations. They get paid when you get paid, so it's in their best interest to support you. Have you thought about how you might frame your concerns to the recruiter?
I haven't thought about that. Do you have any suggestions?
Frame your concerns professionally. Mention your dedication and the extra hours you've put in. Highlight your need for clarity on overtime compensation as a contractor. This shows you're proactive and committed. Have you considered how addressing this might impact your long-term career growth?
I haven't yet, but thank you so much for the answer. I'll circle back and let you know next time. All right.
Absolutely. Keep me posted. Remember, your career growth is important, so don't hesitate to address these issues. Take care and talk soon. Have you thought about any specific areas in tech you might want to explore further?
Bye. All right. So that is what the clone thinks, and I agree. I agree. So I'm not even gonna put the timer up on this one because we already I think the answer was sufficient, but I will just add that I don't think that you should be afraid to reach out to your recruiter, because like the clone said, the recruiter, they're actually going to be upset if you are working overtime and you're not getting compensated for it, because they get paid based on what you get paid. So if you're working overtime, they're going to get a cutoff of that too. So you are actually keeping money from your recruiter. So I would say that you would definitely want to talk to your recruiter and let them know that, hey, this is what the boss is doing. Now, what if they say that, well, we don't want them anymore? That's a whole different story. But I don't think that'll happen, because it's in the recruiter's best interest, right? So talk to the recruiter, let the recruiter figure that out. All right. So going to wrap that question up. All right. So that's a good question. I mean, that's a tough situation to be in, to be honest, right? Where the boss is circumventing the contracting company, so, and I'm sure that the contracting company will not like that one bit. All right. So let's see, what else do we got going on over here? And Endless Learner says, I'm good, brother. I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to have you here as well.
I appreciate you.
And we mentioned better stop doing it or report them. Exactly. Because that's just not right. That's not right. And your car says he just ordered a triple tequila margarita. Shout out to your car. And let's see. Your car says that's my HR. It's like, no overtime. Just take Sunday off. Just take Sunday off. All right. Like, but I don't work on Sunday. Exactly. That it says the clone sounds more like AC Slater. I hated AC Slater. I hated AC Slater. Guess what though? Guess what? I'll tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. My friend from jiu-jitsu, he fought AC Slater in a jiu-jitsu competition, and he beat him. He almost choked him out, but AC Slater got disqualified for going out of bounds. Forcibly. Like it was a new rule that so we beat AC Slater. So that whole wrestling thing that he did in Saved by the Bell, it had no impact on us. We are the best.
We the best.
I'm just saying. All right. I'm just saying. Let's see. And your car says, where is my brick cell phone and Lisa Turtle? Where is Lisa Turtle? Everybody wants to know, where is Lisa Turtle? Where is Lisa Turtle? And Kurt says, I'm about to put daytime and nighttime minutes in my Prime code. On Prime code? My goodness. Prime code. So Ralph expects me to overtime, but I'm a free agent. What? Mitch, you remember you have the non-compete, you know? And says Ralph hates AC. I'm not a big fan. I was a big Zach Morris guy. I must say I was a big Zach Morris guy, you know? And I was so upset. I was so upset when AC Slater started dating Kelly Kapowski. I was like, this is not right. This is not how the show. This is not how the show is supposed to go.
How dare you?
I'm just saying. And this is Mario Lopez. Definitely Mario Lopez. Yep. Says, I can't tell by that video you put out. I didn't fight Mario Lopez. My friend fought Mario Lopez, right? And it says, Kelly, I'm just saying, you know, I was not happy about that. Right? Even in the college years when that college, like it was supposed to be Zach and Kelly. I'm just saying when that college professor was like all up in, I'm like, not cool. But the summer Saved by the Bell, those are trash. Those were just straight up trash. I'm just saying. All right. Anyways, how did we get here? Let's get to a next question. If you haven't done so already, do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every single time that we go live and drop new content. All right. Oh my God, this is so long. Well, this is a very long question. We'll see what we can do with this question. We'll see what we can do. So let's go to our next question.
Another one.
Person says, my job is on the line. Help. So do we got Rod Brown in the building? Well, just one second here. Rod Brown in the, I'm gonna start this question over again because we got Rod Brown here. What's going on, Rod Brown? How are you doing today? I ended up on a tangent talking about Kelly and AC Slater, Zach, and the whole love triangle and how Kelly and Zach were always supposed to be together, but you know, things got messed up. That's what I was talking about. But how I got there, I have absolutely no idea. But we're gonna start that question again. We are gonna start that question again because we always have to welcome in my good friend Rod Brown. All right, let's get to the next question again.
Another one.
So, my job is on the line. I need some help. All right, so let's read this. I'm going to try to skim through this because it is way too long. All right, so need help from the entire testing community. My job is in danger. I have been working as a senior tester in a project. Let's call this project ABC. There were 4 testers on this project, which began in February. We used to get tickets from our team lead every sprint for that project, and we would raise bugs for it. I was out all month in March for my wedding, and when I came back in April, I saw that it was the same thing continuing in both April and May. We would get tickets, we would raise bugs for them in an agile manner. Sometimes the bugs would not get fixed and we would put them on hold. We would raise it with the devs, but they wouldn't reply with until which maximum of tickets were on hold. Ooh. Sorry about that. Moving forward, I get to know from my team lead that we are moving into end-to-end testing from June.
I appreciate you.
Whoa. What just happened here? We got Diego Gallinini becoming a subscriber. Thank you so much, Diego. Shout out to you. All right. So let's keep going with our question. So it says, moving forward, I get to know from my team lead that we are moving into end-to-end testing from June. And when I saw the testing board, there were 60 tickets in hold and in QA and close to 30 with the devs. And we were already planning to start the end-to-end testing. My team lead said that we will simultaneously do that. Mind you, I was solely put on end-to-end testing and with over 125 cases from the business that I had absolutely no idea since I was only doing component functionality testing up until that point. I anyway learned how to execute those entire end-to-end flows, which took almost an hour to execute and started with the end-to-end test. All right. I'm going to skip down because this is way, way too long. Let's see. All right, let's go down over here, right? So now every day is a torture where the devs are fixing those bugs and we are retesting them. But I know for sure that once this ends, we will be called out. We'll be called out. I am scared I might lose my job because recently they started asking me to write test cases for the bugs I have been testing. I have been working diligently and have screenshots for the previous functionality too, and have also let my manager know that we didn't do any regression tests because there were deployments almost every day. And also we didn't have the time, but I am still scared. Please help me. I will help you by starting the timer first, and we'll play it like this, right? We'll play it like this. So, first and foremost,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
here's why I played that, right? Here's why I played that. This right here is extensively caused by poor knowledge in the collaboration of working in QA, right? So it's like they say that they're doing quote unquote agile and sprints and stuff like that, but they are working in a waterfall manner, but they have it in disguise as agile. It's like Halloween. It's like software development Halloween, right? Because if I can scroll back to the top of this question, is why is there a bunch of development that's happening and then a team lead just assigns you these random things to test and then you accumulate a huge backlog? It's absolutely craziness. Total craziness. There are so many things wrong with this team. The number one thing that I see wrong with this team is the QA engineers. Well, there's a lot of things wrong, but the number one thing is the QA engineers are not integrated inside of the software development lifecycle. After the developers like go and look at the stories and see what they need to build, they just pass. So it's like every 2 weeks they're doing a new waterfall, right? So they just throw the application over the wall to QA and like test this. Here are the test cases, and nothing works. Nothing works. And it's highly unfortunate because imagine if while the application is being built, that you can actually have a conversation with the before any development starts, the QA engineers are having a conversation about the story that's being worked on, asking about the acceptance criteria, asking clarifying questions, pointing out the risks, saying, how about we try to, can we be instead of writing defect reports, can we write minority reports? Can we prevent the defect from happening before it ever happens? See, that is what I strive to do as a QA engineer. Always asking questions, trying to be valuable to the software developers, the software engineers, so that like, did you think about this? Did you think about that? How can I add more value? What can I bring to the table? Or like my good friend Ferris like to say, that I am the table. You know, I would never say such a thing. I would never say, only Ferris says that, right? But how do you bring value? And when a developer pushes some code, it's all right, this is ready for testing, and then you come back with 30 different defects, everybody has wasted their time.
Bruh.
I hate finding defects. I hate it. You know why I hate finding defects? Because that means that there was something that I missed in my minority report. They're like, okay, here are the things that can happen. And then, but when I do find defects, it is at they're minimal and they're not that groundbreaking, So that's what I see as being wrong. That is what I see as being wrong. And just the way that you guys are working, and now you're moving to end-to-end testing when a bunch of stuff isn't even working. How in the world is that agile? Yakar, as much as we talk about agile, how is this agile whatsoever? So now you're worried, like, because this is a team problem, but the QA part is going to focus on you. Now, the other problem is, why the hell aren't you guys doing automation?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
125 manual test cases? Do you guys remember the story with Robert C. Martin, Uncle Bob, when they were cutting the budget for the QA team, right? They had a book, they had a binder of table of contents of the QAs of the test to run, and the question was, well, now that our budget is getting cut in half, which half of the test should we run? And the answer was the half of the application that you want to work. So automation is key. And that's why I cannot stress it enough. If you are going into QA, like we just answered earlier, there are no manual testing jobs. Sorry. But in this case, you have a manual testing job, which you're afraid of losing. And if you do lose that job, I guarantee you that they are going to replace you with automation engineers. They're going to replace you with QA engineers who will be able to automate this 125 tests, who will be able to integrate in the process. They should also replace that team lead. They should replace the product owner. They should get well, not the product owner, but they should get a scrum master, because this is not software development. This can't be life. This cannot be life. This cannot be software development life cycle. All right. So I'm going to wrap that up. You know what?
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Sorry, you're in a bind, Nate. All right, let's wrap that one up. And I'll tell you this, right? If you're gonna be writing 3 pages of questions, add a TLDR to it. Add a TLDR. Too long, didn't read. All right, let's get to the chat. Let's see what's going on. Let's get rid of this question. What number is that? 5. All right, cool. Oh, that was 4. Okay, so let's see what we got in the chat. Let's see. Miss says, sidebar, did you watch 90210? I did not watch 90210. I'm sorry. I knew of it, but I never watched it. I didn't watch 90210. I never watched Melrose Place either, right? Going down memory lane, Mitch, we are going down memory lane. Your car says, Kelly was cute, but Lisa grew up and she was the cute one. And let's see, your car says, Mitch says, I think Lisa was on drugs for a while. What person in the entertainment industry was not on drugs though, Mitch? Who wasn't? Who wasn't? All right. Let's see what else we got. Your car says, I remember that, but I'm glad that she is okay now. Rod says, I'm not checking for Lisa or Kelly. Give me Jesse. Okay, I got you. It says you're sick, and it says that I'm not logical. I'm logical. She had like a 5.0 GPA. I'm just saying she had like a 5.0 GPA. Let's see. And if anybody has a question, hit the link to call in. I'll be glad to talk to you. Let's see. So Karen says, this is what happens when QA doesn't paint the full picture. Everyone gets behind. That's a fact. That is a fact. And then you end up hearing,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
It's tough. It's rough out here. It is rough out here. And it says software development Halloween bars. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you. All right. And we got Peter Investor in the building. But salute to you and your chat. Salute to you as well, Peter Investor. Thank you for all that amazing insight that you gave over the weekend. Awesome as always. I love how we can get together and we can share information. We can learn together. I think this coming Saturday, I want to look into tariffs, right? Because we've been hearing a lot about tariffs. One side says they cost a lot. Another side says this is what they're going to be used for. I wanted some research on, because I've heard in the past that tariffs are not good, but let's do a deep dive on tariffs this coming Saturday. Join us for that. All right, so let's go to, and Mitch is Chevron versus tariffs. See, I don't even know what that means yet, so I definitely got to look into that to see Chevron versus tariffs. All right, we'll figure that out. All right, let's get to our next question of the night. It's gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. This one is kind of dear to my heart. All right, so let's get to it.
Another one.
Is that the right one? Nope, that's not the right one. We have here. So this one, another one that's dear to my heart, but this is a good one too, right? So let's run it back. Let's run it back. All right, let's do it like this, right? Let's do it like this.
Another one.
Not sure about my career choices. I've been a manual tester for 8 years now. So this is apparently manual testing night. Okay. And I feel like dread coming to work every day. Oh. Let's throw this one in here while we're at it.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
All right. Started school originally for psychology, then decided it was important to make a livable wage. At least you figured that out after, like, as you started school. You didn't go through the whole thing. I proceeded to go to school on nights and weekends to earn a bachelor's in information systems, and then did a QA internship for 6 months. After that, I took a QA job testing data-driven websites. I was actually interested. It was actually interesting as I got to work with SQL and would pair up with a developer when developing new features. I was there for 9 months, and then my wife got into grad school. We're bringing in the wife. We moved to another state, and within 2 weeks, I landed a QA job for an ATM company. Well, awesome. All right. So far, we're okay. We're moving in the right direction, right? The ATM position involved a ton of hardware. My first week or month, rather, I didn't run a single test. Just spent the days messing with wires and components. However, I still use ALM, attended bug triages, worked with use cases to write tests and other QA practices. I didn't love the job, but we had walking tracks outside, walking stations inside, and my manager was pretty hands-off as long as the job got done. I worked here for 5 years before quitting to move for my wife's residency. What? In comes the wife again. All right. So, like, I feel like you're toying with my heart here. Like, first you say the wife went to grad school or something, and then it's like, okay, we don't hear anything about her, things are going well, and then you there for 5 years, and then now the wife is back. All right, so let's see. As it was tough finding a QA position and knew we would be moving again in all right, so it says, I ended up not working the year of her residency as it was tough finding a QA position and knew we would be moving again in exactly 1 year. I think I see where the path that we're going down. All right. We moved to a new state and are planning on living here forever. I struggled to find employment at first, but landed a QA engineering job for a satellite company. It's known as one of the worst places to work in Denver, but took this to gain skills, fill resume gap, and look for other positions. This QA role is 45 minutes from home with zero hybrid offers. They also have a policy where if you badge in after 9 a.m., a text goes to your manager. It's the most micromanaged I've ever been in IT space. Every day consists of trying to figure out hardware setup just to test, and no one is helpful, so always reading manuals. On top of that, we are micromanaged to where if we don't have an ALM test run for 35 hours a week, we get a talking to. It feels like, other than working with Jira and ALM, the things I'm doing aren't going to transfer to another company. Been rage applying. Oh my goodness, this is so scary. Been rage applying. Where is that? Where were we? Let's see. I lost where. Been rage applying for a year and even paid serious money for career coaching, which led to 2 interviews, but no job. Aw, that sucks. the Denver market is tough, but questioning being in QA now. I'm not a programmer and haven't done any automation professionally, just piddling with training videos and such. I'm just really feeling depressed at work every single day and like no longer have a career. Curious if anyone else feels these struggles as a manual tester. If so, did you make a career change or considered one? So let's start our clock, right? I have never felt that way because I never limited myself to just one thing. I never limited myself to just one place. I like, you know what? I am always going to push further, always looking for, is there a better way to do things? Now, you are being heavily micromanaged, but guess what? Here's the thing. Why is Denver your forever home? You see, here's the thing here. We're making these decisions based on one person instead of you, like, where's the compromise, right? Where's the compromise? So you move to a place where it is tough to land the role that you have. You're being heavily micromanaged. You're not finding any other opportunities where now you're just going to say, well, I have to be here. You know, what you've been doing for, like, the work that you've been doing for almost 8 to 10 years now, you know, but it's also your fault. It is also your fault because during all these 8 years, why have you limited yourself to being a manual tester? You know, it must be manual testing night. It must be manual testing night. Why did you limit yourself? You know, and I agree here, right? So Peter Investor says, oh, let me move this off the screen, or let me move this off the screen real quick. Peter Investor says, micromanagement is counterproductive to the company's efficiency. It conveys lack of trust in a competent employee. That is 100,000% fact. Totally agree. But you are dealt the hands that you're dealt the cards, the hand that you're given, right? Or how does it say? Whatever. Well, you know what I mean. You know the thing I'm talking about, right? So I think that you need to gain more skills, right? Because you can only go so far as a manual tester. You need to gain more skills, learn automation, learn DevOps, learn cloud technology, or go to a totally different field. I don't know, right? But you're holding yourself hostage. You are holding yourself hostage, and it is counterproductive, as Peter Investor said. You know, and if you're in a tough market, well, here are your options, right? Is the market tough for everything overall? I know there's a lot of what are those companies like? Government contracting companies over there. So I don't know, but the thing is, you can either change your circumstance by changing your location, change your circumstance by changing your career, or you can get more skills. Those are your options, right? Those are your options. We had a question the other day where the person kept moving around because of the wife's job and their schooling, instead of like, all right, cool, go and do like what you have to do, and then let me build up my career so that we can meet at some point. But like you are like, you're ruining your career prospects by just packing it all up, you know? So I think we need to make wiser decisions when it comes to these type of things, you know? But at the end of the day, you can either change your location or you can level up your skills. I'm always in favor of leveling up your skills. You know, sometimes it's hard to just move because you might have purchased a home. You might, like, you know, for whatever reason, you know? So those are the things that you have to consider. Not sure about your career choices. I am happy though that you, while in college, you transitioned into IT. That means that you should be pretty versatile. But if you limit yourself to, like, if you don't know how to code, gotta learn how to code. At the end of the day, you gotta learn how to code. You've been around code for this long. You've been around code for this long. What's holding you back? What is holding you back? That's what I want to know. right? Because in life, we have two options, right? We can just sit there and be miserable, right? We can be miserable. Or we can find a solution to our misery so that we don't have to be miserable anymore. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to rescue you. It doesn't even matter how other people feel about it.
It doesn't matter what you think.
It doesn't matter what anybody feels about it. It matters what are you going to do to change your circumstances. That is the bottom line because Stone Cold said so, right? And I'm just going to say, I actually liked Stone Cold Steve Austin more than I liked The Rock at the time, right? I'm just saying, don't judge me. Don't at me. I'm just saying, let's wrap that question up. I know I'm going to get some hate for that one. But I was an avid Stone Cold 316 fan, all right? So just don't let the foolishness fool you. I'll try my best. I will try my best. Mitch says, if he bought his house, he probably feels stuck in Denver. That's what I said at the end, right? And Peter Investor says 1099. Let's see what. All right. Is that to my Stone Cold reference? What? It's gonna get brutal in here. It's gonna get brutal in here. But we got less than 20 minutes left. We're gonna get to a couple of more questions. But Peter Investor said, if you have to choose between cybersecurity job or data engineer, what would you use as a benchmark to make that decision? That is a tough one. I don't know. Let's see. You know what? I am going to employ the help of Mr. Clone for this one, and then I'll give my thoughts, right? Let's go to Mr. Clone. Let's go to Mr. Clone. Put that question back up. And let's call in Mr. Clone.
Ralph, how can I help?
So I have a question from Peter Investor. He asked, if you have to choose between cybersecurity job or a data engineer job, what would you use as a benchmark to make that decision?
To decide between a cybersecurity job and a data engineer job, consider your interest in coding and problem solving. Cybersecurity is vital and always in demand, focusing on protecting systems. Data engineering involves building and managing data pipelines, requiring strong coding skills. Think about where your passion lies and the skills you want to develop. What excites you more, protecting data or building data systems?
Which one pays more?
Generally, cybersecurity roles tend to offer higher salaries due to the critical nature of protecting sensitive data and systems. However, both fields can be lucrative, especially with experience and specialization. What excites you more about these fields?
Money.
If money is your main focus, cybersecurity roles often pay more, especially at higher levels. Top cybersecurity professionals can make up to $783,000 annually. However, it requires dedication and hard work. What's your current skill set?
That's all for now. Thank you so much, Mr. Clone.
You're welcome. Remember, whether you choose cybersecurity or data engineering, your dedication and hard work will pay off. Keep pushing forward. What's your next big goal in tech?
Bye. All right, so let's go back to full screen. So, all right, I'll answer this from my point of view, right? So, I just really like data, right? I love data engineering. I love coding and stuff like that. So, I would personally go with data engineering because that's like, it's not too like, it's different from QA, but for me, for my mindset, like for the analytical aspect of QA, I really love data. I love like messing with. I love like NumPy and pandas and like how data leads into machine learning and stuff like that. I just all that technology. I'm just crazy about that. I don't like PyPlot libs though. I'll be honest. I do not like the PyPlot libs, right? Matlibs. But other than that, I like that. I like the whole data engineering. I love the whole data science. All the stuff that you can do. You can crunch data, and then you can like learn about like integrating APIs, how to analyze data. Cybersecurity is I mean, everyone's going to need cybersecurity, right? Like you even need cybersecurity to protect the data. And it's a lot of monitoring and stuff. And there's like very technical roles in cybersecurity, and there's not some technical roles in cybersecurity. I would probably be leaning, if I was going into cybersecurity, I would probably be leaning more in like the technical aspect of it, where setting up the whatever in cybersecurity for what is it? Like the monitoring, the secure code stuff, integrating security into like the CI/CD pipeline. But with me, I'm always going to lean more towards the technical type of stuff. I used to do ETL in the past, like extract, transfer, and load, working with different type of databases with APIs to be able to pull information, and I built like whole ETL cycles and stuff like that. So me, I would like, because like the clone said, they both pay well. I just, I'm just more on the technical data side. But if you want, like I said, more money might be in cybersecurity, depending on what role you have in cybersecurity. So that's my thoughts. That's my clone's thoughts. Let me know what you think as well, Peter Investor. Peter Investor says that's a great tool to use. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. If anyone wants to have a conversation with me as in my my clone, go ahead and click on the link, and you can ask it any question that your heart desires, and hopefully he can help you. All right, hopefully he can help you. Let's see, and I'm curious to see what Mitch says as well. Let's see what else we got. It says, you can't say what pays more when cyber has so many different roles. That is a fact. It says, the clone always ends with a question. I know, like, it's always has a question, right? And it says, natural language processing. And it says, Mitch, 700K means you're over a team. It's not a typical cybersecurity role. That's a fact. That is definitely a fact, right? It's probably like a C-suite level or something like that, or maybe a consultant. It says, so which company would you apply for? Palantir, Tesla, data center, AWS, microwaves, Azure, or Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure. I would, oh my God. See, that's such a tough question, because I would be so excited to work at Tesla, just because it's Tesla. I mean, but AWS, like, that's like all right, let's just wait. You know what? I'm going to reject your premise, Peter Investor. Why wouldn't you just apply for all of them? Why limit yourself to what you're going to apply for? Why not apply for all of them and see where the chips fall, Now, if I had an offer from each of them, I'm not too familiar with Palantir. Palantir, I'm not 100. Let me see, who's Palantir? Let me see if I can find out who that is. Name sounds familiar. Let me see. What do they build? Oh, big data analytics, headquartered in Denver, Colorado. Okay. I mean, that's a tough question. If I had to choose one, I would probably accept Tesla. I'm just saying, I would probably accept Tesla. Might be a little biased. I don't even drive a Tesla, but I am intrigued by the technologies of Tesla, and hopefully I could get a discount on my Tesla Optimus Gen 2. Hopefully a 10 to 15% off. Who knows? I'm just saying, that'll be my logic behind it. All right. Let's see. Mitch says, that's not what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Mitch. I got you, Microsoft Azure. I got you. Mitch don't like nobody. He says Tesla. Those are the thoughts of Mitch. I do not Mitch speaks for himself, right? And Chris says, whoever offers stock options. That's a good point. That is a good point. But I would just love to try out working for Tesla to see how it is. I'm just curious. Right? I know it's a lot of work. Let's see. All right, let's go. But any of those companies are top, like AWS, Azure, like even I'm not familiar with Palantir, but that looks amazing as well, and I just this chat too. You don't mean that, Mitch. You do not mean that. We might have to I might have to have another call with the chat bot about with the clone about you, Mitch. Maybe we'll end the show with a call. We'll end the show with a call. All right. So let's get to another question. We had a lot of great questions tonight. I must say we had a lot of great questions tonight. Let's get another question. I really want to get to this one. This is going to be our last question for the night, hopefully. Right. So let's go to. And before we do that, do me a big favor. If you haven't done so already, do me a big favor. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell, go to techcoachralph.dev, sign up for free, get access to our sprint reviews so you can see the things that we're working on a regular basis. All right. So let's do this. Let me look at this right quick. All right, cool. Let's do this, right? So next question.
Another one.
Did I get caught lying on my resume? Houston, we have a problem. All right, so I lied on my resume. I got the job. And now the background check ratted me out. I'm freaking out before my start date. What should I do? It says, I made a huge mistake and I'm freaking out. I lied on my resume by changing my titles, customer success to brand marketing, growth marketing to product marketing to sound more aligned with the role I applied for. I also omitted my current company. I got the job and everything seemed fine. Then they asked for a background check and I had to come clean. I saw the background check and it showed my true titles. I haven't even started my first day yet. I started in 2 weeks and I don't know what to do. Am I screwed? Oh my God. Should I just prepare for the worst and start looking for a new job? Has anyone else been through something like this? How did you handle it? Any advice would help, but please save your morality for another post. I know that I up. No need to pile on. Okay. I wasn't even gonna pile on. I wasn't even going to pile on. Maybe your car might, maybe Mitch might, but I had no intention to pile on to your lying. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Number one, I didn't know that background checks actually listed the actual title that you had at a company. Does it do that? Is anyone in the chat a private investigator? Is anyone in the chat a private investigator? Huh? Anybody? I'm just wondering. So with that being said, I think that your lies, they don't seem that critical. Like if you change from customer success to brand marketing, they're not the same thing, but with customer success, aren't you trying to help your customers to, I don't know, but growth marketing to product marketing, I think that's still marketing for the most part, right? I don't know, but let me start the clock. This is our last question for the night. So, I don't want you to say,
I'm in a bind, Nate.
It's not cool. I hate when people have to call. I hate when people have to call Nate. It's not cool. But the level of the, I think the magnitude of the lie really matters, right? And I don't think this one is like so crucial. And if it was a problem, then they would have called you back already, maybe. So that's a little shaky, you know. And let me see. Let's do a quick search. Let's do a quick search. Let me open another browser. Let's do this one. Do background checks show titles at companies? Title at company. Let's see. A background check confirms details about a person's previous job, such as a title they held. What? The dates they worked there and the reason they may have left. I had no idea about that. Let me see. Let's say another one. Zip job. For instance, a prospective employer can verify your start and end dates, job title, and responsibilities. I had no idea. They may also confirm your reason for leaving. In jurisdictions, background checks can also verify job performance and ask workplaces concerns and relevant issues. I was under the impression that when a company calls your previous employer, they can only confirm the dates that you work there. I didn't know they can give them all those details. I don't know. So now I'm a little confused. Has anyone ever done a background check? Has anyone ever done a background check on somebody? And did they come out like all right. If we don't have any private investigators in the chat, any stalkers in the chat, right? But I mean ethical stalkers. Always ethical, right? No crazy stalkers who's gonna be like doing some type of crazy stuff. I'm just saying, you know, we do not promote stalkers here, right? But has anyone ever done a background check on somebody and it had like their job titles? You know, so, but you know, in particular for this one, I don't think it's that. Let's do another search, right? You know what? We're going to. Let's employ the help of let's call the clone. Let's call the clone because I'm not really sure about this one because this one is it's iffy. It is iffy on this one, right? So let's do this. Let's do another call.
Hi, I'm Tech Coach Ralph. How can I help?
So I have a question, right? My friend lied on his resume and he said that he changed his title at his last company from customer success to brand marketing. How different is customer success and brand marketing?
Customer success focuses on ensuring customers are satisfied and supported, often involving direct interaction. Brand marketing, on the other hand, involves promoting the brand and creating its image, usually through campaigns and strategic messaging. They require different skill sets and objectives. What are you aiming to achieve with your resume?
All right, how different is growth marketing and product marketing?
Growth marketing focuses on rapid experimentation across channels to find the most effective ways to grow a business. Product marketing, on the other hand, centers on positioning and messaging to promote and sell a product. Both are crucial but serve different stages of the customer journey. Are you considering a career in one of these areas?
So here's a question, right? Do you think if I got a job offer, right? And then they did a background check on me and they found out that I actually I changed the titles. Do you think that I'm gonna like they're not gonna hire me anymore?
Yes, changing titles on your resume can be seen as dishonest. If a background check reveals this, it could lead to the job offer being rescinded. Companies value integrity and transparency. What are your actual skills and experiences that you can highlight instead?
It might be too late. I might be in a bind.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
All right, you might be in a tough spot, but it's not the end. If the interview is still ahead, focus on showcasing your actual skills and experiences. Be honest and transparent. Highlight what you can genuinely bring to the table. What specific skills or projects have you worked on that align with the job you're applying for?
What if I already got the job offer though?
If you've already got the job offer, focus on proving your value through your actual skills and experiences. Be prepared to discuss your genuine contributions and projects. integrity is key. Highlight your strengths and be ready to explain any discrepancies honestly. What are your strongest skills related to this role?
I'm afraid at this point, the only integrity that I have is by whatever I find in the dictionary. I'm a loser.
Hey, listen, you're not a loser. Everyone makes mistakes. The key is how you bounce back. Focus on what you can control now. Highlight your true skills and experiences. Integrity matters, and it's never too late to start being honest. What specific skills or projects have you worked on that align with the job you're applying for?
Thank you so much. You made me feel so much better. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Remember, everyone makes mistakes. The key is to learn and grow from them. Focus on what you can control and highlight your true skills and experiences. What specific projects or achievements are you most proud of that align with the job you're applying for?
All right, thank you. Bye. All right. Well, not so good. Not so good news. Not so good news. I tried, but the clone has spoken. The clone has spoken, says you are screwed. So I tried. All right, let's wrap that question up. All right, let's see what the chat thinks about this. You know, it's not looking good. It is not looking good. So let's see. So Mitch says, that's the same thing. What's the same thing, Mitch? What is the same thing? Let me know. Let me know, right? Peter Investor says, transparency equals honesty. Shout out to them. It's true. And Alexa says, lying on a resume equals stress. Oof. I felt that, like those all caps with the exclamation points. I felt that to my soul. Ooh, that hurt it. That hurt it a lot. And Rod Brown says, you know what? I am not even going to sugarcoat it. Yeah, you're screwed. Bruh. Oof. And I didn't know that either. I don't think they do unless they called their job. I don't even like. That's what I'm a little confused about, because I just did a Google search and they said that it does have. You know what? We're gonna do a background check. Oh, they're not cheap, but I want to do a background check, and I want to see what it says if it has my job titles on there. You know, let's see. And Mitch says, I know customer success that says project managers. There, I remember, Mitch. I'm sure that you are well versed with customer success, if you know what I mean. All right. And it says, Peter Investor says, there's a difference between lying and embellishments on your resume. So would you consider this to be an embellishment, or is this a straight up lie? Is it a straight up lie? All right. Let's see. It says, I know inventory coordinators that say they are consultants. And it says, only dates can't give those. That's what I thought. That's what I thought too, you know? And it says, unless they work for McKinsey & Co. or Bain. Rich says them too. All right, I'm gonna have to have one more call with the clone, because we need to talk about Mitch. We need to talk about Mitch, right? And the listener says, ethical stalker. I'm not trying to get canceled, you know. I had to add the ethical part. I had to add the ethical. It says, maybe, that's a good point. Maybe it depends on the state. Maybe it depends on the state. It says, your AI bot about to take, we taking over one clone at a time.
You the best.
All right. And it says, I'm a data engineer, but I put on my resume, I'm a software engineer. Shout out to Mitch. I like the clone. Is he a generative AI? It is. It's a clone from Delphi. If you go back and you look at I released a clip from it today, but the live stream from last Thursday, we actually built the whole thing out, signed up for it, like went through all the configuration where it pretty much, I was able to feed it all my, not like, I fed it most of my YouTube content, and it was able to learn about my answers and stuff like that, about my answers. I fed it content from my website, all that type of stuff, and it's able to pretty much answer as it thinks you would answer, you know? Sometimes even better. And it says, if you look up loser in the dictionary. Ralph, your pick is there. That's not very nice, Mitch. And let's see, anything else? That is all. But on our way out, we need to because Mitch has been extra violent today. So let's do one more call with our clone, right? With the clone. So let's do this. Let's do one more call because something is not right with Mitch tonight. Something is not right with Mitch. Let's call again.
Hi, I'm Tech Coach Ralph. How can I help?
Hey, Tech Coach Ralph. So, remember I called you the other day, and we talked about like Mitch always saying, "Do you want to catch these hands?" He has been extra violent on this live stream, and I wanted some words of encouragement for my good friend Mitch.
Mitch
Nothing?
is a key part of our community, and it's important to keep things positive. Encourage him to channel his energy into constructive activities. Remind him that we all value his contributions and want to see him thrive. How can I help you further with this situation?
I'm just kind of afraid. I'm kind of like in fear for my life because he's always saying that I'm going to catch these hands, and I just want us to have the most positive relationship ever.
I understand your concern. It's crucial to address this directly with Mitch. Encourage open communication and let him know how his actions make you feel. Emphasize the importance of a positive relationship and mutual respect. Have you thought about involving a mediator or seeking professional help to navigate this?
Well, we do have your car, which he's pretty good at mediating, but I still, sometimes I'm still a little fearful because although I could definitely choke him out in jiu-jitsu, I don't want to catch these hands,
I get it. It's important to balance assertiveness with safety. Maybe have a calm, honest conversation with Mitch about how his actions affect you. If things escalate, don't hesitate to involve a mediator. How do you usually handle conflict in other areas of your life?
Usually I just choke him out.
Choking them out might work in jiu-jitsu, but in real life, it's better to resolve conflicts through communication. Have you tried discussing your concerns with Mitch directly? It might help to involve your mutual friend who is good at mediating.
I'll think about it, but it's late. It's checkout time. We got to go. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for co-hosting the show with me, Tech Coach Ralph. You take care and sleep well, or whatever clones do.
You too. Take care and stay safe. Remember, communication is key. Have a great night, and let's keep things positive. See you next time.
There you have it, friends. That was the clone who is signing off for the night. And just like we're about to sign off for the night, let's go through the chat as we wrap it up. So let's see. We have. See, Mitch says, this clone can't stand him. After all that positive affirmation that it gave you, says key part. You see, key part of the community. That's I would never ever say such a thing. But the clone said that you're a key part of the community. Just saying you're a pillar. You're a pillar. Says, stop letting Ralph fool you. He is worse than me. And Peter Adventure says the clone is a diplomat and a negotiator and who, like, your clone can give you therapy as well. Your clone can give you therapy as well. Mitch says violent. We're gonna get out of here. We are gonna get out of here, right? Salute to you as well, endless learner. And Mitch says, I was for the people until Ralph told me to leave the people alone. Welcome to my world, Mitch. Welcome to my world. All right. But with that being said, we're going to get out of here. So much fun. If you haven't done so already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, go to techcoachrap.dev, get free content. And if you need one-on-one coaching, go over there as well. That's where you can sign up for free for one-on-one coaching. Did I say if you need one-on-one coaching, that's where you can get one-on-one coaching. Sign up over there. But the question of the night, I've asked you guys so many questions. I've answered so many questions. The clone has answered so many questions. But my question to you is...
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Is this not why you're here? And remember, yesterday's price is not today's price. 2020's price is not 2024's price. 2024's price is not 2025 and beyond's price, especially for bread, mayo, watermelons, whatever, if you can even find them, right? Because
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
the price of the brick is always going up. And on that note, this is Tech Coach Ralph. We are, when I say we, Tech Coach Ralph and the Tech Coach Ralph clone are out.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.